Today, I'll be narrating a short essay on uncovering the mysteries of Machu Picchu, one of the most famous and awe-inspiring archaeological sites in the world. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Machu Picchu is one of the most famous and awe-inspiring archaeological sites in the world. Located in the Andes Mountains of Peru, Machu Picchu was built by the Inca Empire in the 15th century and was later abandoned in the 16th century during the Spanish conquest of Peru. Despite being rediscovered in 1911 by Hiram Bingham, an American explorer, the site remained relatively unknown until the mid-20th century. Today, Machu Picchu attracts over 1 million visitors every year, making it one of the most popular tourist destinations in South America. The site of Machu Picchu is situated at an altitude of 2,430 meters above sea level, making it one of the highest archaeological sites in the world. The site itself is divided into two main areas: the agricultural sector, which includes terraced fields and irrigation canals, and the urban sector, which includes a series of interconnected buildings and plazas. The urban sector is the most impressive part of the site, featuring a series of intricate stone buildings that are built into the mountainside. One of the most striking features of Machu Picchu is the quality of its stonework. The stonework at Machu Picchu is widely regarded as one of the most impressive examples of Inca architecture. The Incas were masterful stonemasons, and they used their expertise to build intricate and precise stone structures that have withstood the test of time. The stones used in the buildings at Machu Picchu were carefully cut and shaped to fit together without the use of mortar, creating a seamless and beautiful finish. This technique, known as ashlar masonry, is still admired today for its precision and beauty. The ashlar masonry technique used at Machu Picchu involves cutting and shaping each stone to fit perfectly with the others. The stones are carved with great precision, and they are often cut in irregular shapes to fit around corners and other features of the building. The Incas used a variety of tools to shape the stones, including hammers and chisels made of bronze and other hard metals. They also used obsidian, a volcanic glass, to sharpen their tools and achieve a finer cut. The precision of the stonework at Machu Picchu is truly remarkable. The stones fit together so tightly that it is difficult to fit a piece of paper between them. The Incas did not use any kind of mortar to hold the stones in place, instead relying on the weight of the stones and the precise fit to keep them in position. This technique not only creates a beautiful finish, but also makes the buildings more earthquake resistant. The stones used at Machu Picchu were quarried from nearby sources, and the Incas took great care in selecting the right stones for each building. They chose stones that were the right shape and size for the particular location, and they also selected stones with specific colors and textures to create a desired effect. Some of the stones used at Machu Picchu are so large that it is difficult to imagine how they were moved into place. The Incas are known to have used a variety of techniques to move the stones, including ramps, levers, and ropes made from natural fibers. The stonework at Machu Picchu is not just impressive for its precision and beauty, but also for its durability. The buildings at Machu Picchu have withstood earthquakes and heavy rains for centuries, thanks in part to the quality of the stonework. The Incas also incorporated drainage systems into their buildings to prevent water damage, another example of their functional design. The stonework at Machu Picchu is a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the Inca people. Their use of ashlar masonry and other stonework techniques created structures that are not only beautiful but also functional and durable. The precision of the stonework is truly remarkable, and it is a testament to the Incas' ability to work with the natural environment and make the most of the materials available to them. The stonework at Machu Picchu is a source of inspiration for architects and builders today, and it is a reminder of the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations. The buildings at Machu Picchu are not only visually stunning, but also demonstrate the remarkable engineering and architectural expertise of the Inca civilization. The buildings at Machu Picchu are divided into two main areas, the urban sector and the agricultural sector. The urban sector comprises a series of interconnected buildings and plazas, while the agricultural sector includes terraced fields and irrigation canals. The urban sector of Machu Picchu is the most impressive part of the site, featuring a series of intricate stone buildings that are built into the mountainside. The buildings were constructed using the ashlar masonry technique, which involves cutting and shaping stones to fit together perfectly without the use of mortar. This technique allowed the Inca builders to create seamless and beautiful finishes in their stonework. The stones used in the construction of the buildings are of varying sizes and shapes, with some weighing up to 50 tons. Despite their weight, the stones were carefully placed to create sturdy and durable buildings. One of the most striking features of the buildings at Machu Picchu is their functional design. The Incas were skilled engineers, and they designed their buildings to be both aesthetically pleasing and functional. The buildings were constructed with a drainage system to prevent water damage during heavy rains. The architects also incorporated solar alignment into their building design, ensuring that the buildings were oriented towards the sun to maximize the amount of light and warmth they received. The Incas also built their buildings to withstand earthquakes, which were common in the region. The buildings in the urban sector were used for a variety of purposes, including living quarters for the nobility, administrative offices, and religious ceremonies. Some of the most impressive buildings in the urban sector include the Temple of the Sun, the Royal Tomb, and the Intihuatana. The Temple of the Sun is a semicircular building that was used for astronomical observations and ceremonies related to the sun. The Royal Tomb is a building that was likely used as a mausoleum for the Inca rulers, while the Intihuatana is a carved rock structure that was used for astronomical observations. The agricultural sector of Machu Picchu includes terraced fields and irrigation canals that were used to grow crops such as corn, potatoes, and quinoa. The terraced fields were designed to maximize the amount of arable land available in the mountainous region. The irrigation canals, which were constructed using stones, allowed the Incas to channel water from nearby rivers and streams to their crops. The buildings at Machu Picchu are not only visually stunning, but also showcase the engineering and architectural expertise of the Inca civilization. The ashlar masonry technique used in the construction of the buildings allowed the Inca builders to create seamless and beautiful finishes. The functional design of the buildings, which includes a drainage system, solar alignment, and earthquake-resistant structures, demonstrates the Incas' remarkable engineering skills. The buildings were used for a variety of purposes, including living quarters, administrative offices, and religious ceremonies. The agricultural sector of Machu Picchu includes terraced fields and irrigation canals, which were used to grow crops in the mountainous region. Together, the buildings and agricultural sector of Machu Picchu showcase the Incas' ingenuity and skill, making it one of the most impressive archaeological sites in the world. Another fascinating aspect of Machu Picchu is its religious significance. Machu Picchu was not just a city, but a religious sanctuary of great importance to the Inca Empire. Its location on a mountain ridge, surrounded by the imposing Andes Mountains, made it a perfect site for religious ceremonies and spiritual contemplation. The Incas believed that the surrounding mountains were sacred, and that they were home to powerful deities who could bring good fortune or disaster to their people. They also believed that Machu Picchu was a place where the gods could communicate with humanity. One of the most important buildings in Machu Picchu is the Temple of the Sun. This temple was built to worship Inti, the Inca sun god. The temple has a unique design that allows sunlight to enter a chamber at the center of the building only during the summer solstice. During this time, the sunlight creates a beam that illuminates an altar in the chamber, which was used for offerings and ceremonies. This alignment was a remarkable feat of engineering and astronomy, and it shows the Incas' deep knowledge of the natural world. Another important building at Machu Picchu is the Intihuatana stone. This stone was believed to be a sacred anchor point that tied the site to the heavens. It was used for astronomical observations and was believed to have a powerful spiritual energy. The name Intihuatana means hitching post of the sun in the Quechua language, which was the language of the Incas. The stone has four sides, each aligned with a cardinal direction, and its shadow moves along the rock during the day, marking the passing of time. The royal tomb is another significant structure at Machu Picchu. This building was a funerary temple for the Inca royalty and was used for the mummification of their bodies. It is believed that the mummies were placed in the temple and were worshipped as divine ancestors. The temple is adorned with intricate stonework, and its interior contains a large stone altar that was used for offerings and ceremonies. The Sacred Plaza is the heart of Machu Picchu and is believed to have been a central location for religious ceremonies and festivals. The plaza is surrounded by important buildings, including the Temple of the Sun, the Royal Tomb, and the main temple. It is also surrounded by several small platforms that were used for offerings and other religious activities. The Inca Empire was deeply spiritual, and Machu Picchu was an essential center for their religious practices. The site was believed to be a portal between the physical world and the spiritual realm, and it was used for worship, prayer, and contemplation. The careful alignment of the buildings with the movements of the sun and stars, the precise stonework, and the beautiful architecture all attest to the Incas' deep reverence for their gods and their belief in the power of their sacred site. Today, Machu Picchu remains an awe-inspiring place that continues to inspire wonder and reverence in visitors from all over the world. Despite being one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world, Machu Picchu remains shrouded in mystery, with many unanswered questions about its purpose and history. One of the main mysteries surrounding Machu Picchu is its purpose. While many theories exist, there is still no clear consensus among archaeologists and historians. Some believe that Machu Picchu was a royal retreat for Inca emperors, while others argue that it was a pilgrimage site for spiritual seekers. Others speculate that it was a site for astronomical observations or served as a military outpost to protect the Inca Empire. The reasons for the abandonment of Machu Picchu are also unclear. While it is widely accepted that the site was abandoned during the Spanish conquest of Peru in the 16th century, the reasons for this abandonment are still debated. Some historians speculate that the site was abandoned due to a smallpox epidemic that decimated the Inca population, while others argue that it was abandoned due to environmental factors such as drought or soil erosion. The lack of written records from the Inca Empire also contributes to the mystery surrounding Machu Picchu. Unlike other ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians or Greeks, the Inca Empire did not have a system of writing, meaning that much of what is known about Inca culture comes from oral traditions and archaeological evidence. In addition to these historical mysteries, there are also ongoing debates surrounding the preservation and restoration of Machu Picchu. The site faces many challenges, including overcrowding, erosion, and environmental damage. In recent years, the Peruvian government has taken steps to limit the number of visitors to the site and to improve infrastructure to better protect the fragile ecosystem. However, some argue that these efforts have not gone far enough, and that more needs to be done to protect the site for future generations. Despite these mysteries and debates, Machu Picchu remains an iconic symbol of Inca culture and a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the Inca people. Its stunning architecture, breathtaking views, and fascinating history continue to draw visitors from around the world. As researchers continue to study and uncover new information about this incredible site, we may one day unravel some of the mysteries that still surround it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest videos. Thank you.